Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Today, we're diving into the latest teaser trailer for the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong sequel. Legendary Pictures has done it again and surprised us all with not just a new title for the next epic Monsterverse movie, but a lot more to talk about, including this mysterious-looking titan. Today on Planet Popcorn, we're going to try and reveal the identity of this creature and understand its abilities, attributes, and even its role in the Monsterverse timeline, and exploring the new villain's introduction and how it supports a major theory about the ancient Titan War. So, I've been thinking long and hard about who exactly is the villain in this movie, and what's the title Godzilla X Kong the New Empire means, and who is the monkey in that chair. I want to talk about the best theories going around in the monster community about who this villain is and how he connects to the past of both Godzilla and King Kong. But really, this was just another excuse for me to talk more about Godzilla and Kong, because who doesn't get excited talking about these two guys? Jumping into the latest teaser trailer and how it supports a major theory about the ancient Titan War. In the first movie, we saw Godzilla and Kong go head-to-head in a battle that shook the Monsterverse. But what really happened during the Titan War between their ancestors is still a mystery. However, the new movie seems to be providing some long-awaited answers. Through the release of a new teaser trailer, Legendary has provided a glimpse into the world-ending threat teased by the film's synopsis. From the looks of things, Godzilla X Kong's main antagonist is a member of Kong's species. And as we discuss world-ending threat, new characters, and movies, we've got some great news that's sure to add to your excitement. Are you a fan of superheroes and anime? If yes, then our online store has everything you need to express your fandom. With our high-quality products, we offer a wide selection of clothing, accessories, collectibles, and more. Whether you love Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, or Marvel and DC Comics, we've got you covered. Our affordable products are of the highest quality, and shopping with us supports a small business. Don't wait any longer. Click the link in the description to browse our selection and unleash your inner hero today. Join the thousands of satisfied customers who have already discovered our store. Order now and become the superhero or anime character you've always dreamed of being. And now, take a seat, chill, and let's continue. Let's break this creature down. The first thing we learned from this animal is that its eyes glow with a blue color. This isn't necessarily an attribute of the Kong species we know of, as we've seen many depictions of adult Kongs without these glowing eyes. The next clue is its physical appearance. By increasing the exposure in this video, we find that this seems to be an older Titan. Its head seems to be lacking some hair on the top of its skull, possibly because of its old age. Additionally, this animal does not seem to have the muscular mass of a healthy adult Kong. Its arms don't have anywhere near as much muscle mass, and also, we find that this particular Kong has what appears to be orange or reddish colored fur. Now, biggest conclusion drawn from this is that we have all come to an agreement that it's most likely a Kong ancestor of the orangutan species. It does seem pretty clear based off the body shape. I mean, I was kind of blown away by how skinny of a waist this orangutan has. But the part we haven't talked about the most is that I think this will definitely be the most intelligent Titan that either of them have ever faced. Orangutans are considered to be the most intelligent ape species out there, and with the way the teaser trailer is portraying this villain as it's gone through a battle so many times with other titans, you have to imagine all these bones and pieces of different monsters were all taken down by him. Even when zooming in on the face of the villain here, people have noticed the war paint that looks to be colored red. That just screams intelligence. Think about how many other monsters would think to actually put on war paint on their face to go into battle. And that's what I think will be the most intriguing part of this new villain. I think it'll be one of the most human-like villains we have had in Titan form. I'm not going to be surprised if this thing is even able to speak. It was speculated that he were the real antagonists of the Titan Wars. This idea stemmed largely from the novelization, which revealed that the Titan War began when the Kongs launched a preemptive attack on Godzilla, whom they perceived as an evil beast. Due to the possibility that they didn't actually have good cause for striking first, it was worth wondering if they were the villains. The reveal of an evil Kong makes it all the more likely that this was indeed the case. His impending introduction also paints a new picture of the situation. It would support the hypothesis that Kong's predecessors were a warlike tribe who attempted to exterminate Godzilla's species if they had a malicious leader. That's what really happened all those years ago. That would shed additional light on the near extinction of Kong's species, and perhaps justify Godzilla's efforts to drive them out of the Hollow Earth. It would also make Godzilla and his allies the heroes of the story, rather than the perpetrators. I also think this new villain is going to put into perspective a lot of the things that we saw teased in Godzilla vs. Kong, specifically when Kong is going into Hollow Earth. Just looking at the color face war paint on the villain, that is the same color war paint that is used on the handprint leading into the throne. That feels like a giant clue that this throne belongs to this villain, and we just don't know exactly where he was during the events of Godzilla vs. Kong. There are steps, a chair, and even a statue that resembles King Kong in the same throne room. With the title New Empire, we're believing that this might not be the only giant titan of his kind. He could be leading an army of similar titans, whether they look like him or not. I have seen some fans speculate that it would be cool if it's different species of apes or monkeys, all led by this orangutan. That would kind of give me vibes of Planet of the Apes, but seeing that kind of group in Titan form going after Godzilla and Kong would be pretty awesome. There is quite possible that this villain is the one who ended up making the large axe that Kong uses in the previous movie, which is another thing demonstrating how brilliant he is. It just makes too much sense to me. The design on the axe, the look of it, it just matches up with this new villain. And if you look closely, there are even hints of the same red war paint on the axe itself. It's not just the axe's origin that we're going to see, but also the beginnings of the Godzilla vs. Kong war. And get this, the villain might be the center of it all. For the longest time, we thought Godzilla and Kong were always at each other's throats. But what if they were cool with each other and fought together against a bigger threat? Maybe those cave drawings weren't about them fighting each other but fighting together against this big bad. That would also explain why we saw the skulls of both Godzilla and Kong in the teaser. Their ancestors must have fought against this villain a long time ago. And remember that scene where Kong picks up the axe. You see this glowing light on the floor, and it turns out to be a bunch of those battle axes forming Godzilla's spine. It would be insane if there was an army of Kongs and Godzillas wielding those axes and fighting side by side against this bigger threat. Speaking of the villain, everyone is hyped to see what kind of atomic abilities this dude has. I mean, did you see his glowing eyes in the teaser? He's definitely going to shoot some kind of projectile, like electricity, or even atomic breath. After all, it's a bit silly to imagine Kong spitting out atomic breath, but the ancient titans described in the Monsterverse films may provide us with a hint at what this new Kong is capable of. In the King Kong vs. Godzilla movie back in 1962, Kong was able to give pause to the big scaly lizard because it got electrocuted by lightning and redirected the energy into its hands, giving it an edge in close combat. So, this new Kong could have found a way to incorporate these energy-rich attributes into its own body. Maybe it got mutated by exposure or ingestion or whatever means necessary. This Kong most likely has an edge over the two kaiju. But it probably won't end here. Some of you may think that this scrawny animal would still be too weak to actually defeat two robust alpha titans, but the truth may surprise you. One thing's for sure, this villain stumbled upon atomic energy and harnessed it for himself. That's why he's so damn powerful. And I don't think this will be the last Godzilla and Kong team-up movie. I'm betting they're gonna make it a trilogy, with the final showdown against a classic titan villain like Biolante, Space Godzilla, or Destroyer. To get there, King Kong needs a power-up. And my guess is that he's going to steal that atomic energy from the villain and become an upgraded version of himself. So, that's it for our side on how Godzilla X Kong's villain and how he supports a major Titan war theory. Let us know in the comments what you think about this theory and how you're looking forward to the new movie. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on the Monsterverse and other movies. Also, please go and check out our store, link is in the description. Thanks for tuning in and we'll see you in the next one.